news from my media source, everybody. Well, if you recall, about 2 weekends ago, I posted a fake-out Terminator collection video. My camera had a little fail, ran out of tape again, just like on the Blu-ray unboxing for True Grit. And so I was only able to do about a minute and a half into the video. And then the reason it didn't get up last weekend, because last weekend I put up my rant about Star Wars Blu-ray. So, all of that aside, here it is, the Terminator collection. And I know one of my most loyal and first subscribers, Doctor Who Pt.1, should enjoy this, because he mentioned that he couldn't wait for the real Terminator collection video. So here it is. Now, as I had begun saying in the first time I gave this a go, I do have all 4 films, but I do not have all of the editions of each of the films that I want. For example, the edition I have for the original film, The Terminator, I have... Sorry, this lighting. I've been spending a lot of time trying to get this lighting right, and it has not been easy. Let's try that. See that better now? Let's put it up a couple notches more. That should work. Okay. So the edition I have for Terminator 1 is the single disc, bare bones edition, DVD edition. But it is the lenticular cover edition. Apparently I've been saying that wrong. Lenticular. It is that edition. And the edition I would like to upgrade to this is the recently released Blu-ray Digibook edition. And then for T2, I have the embossed cover. It's not the steelbook metal case. It's the cardboard one, but it's nice quality cardboard. It's very high class cardboard. And it is raised. So that's nice. And then, to tell you the truth, I got cheated on my edition of T3. This one is the one that I probably would like to upgrade the most, because this is the bare bones single disc edition, and coincidentally, it's the only one of the 4 that does not have like a lenticular cover or an embossed cover or, you know, any special cover. It's got really nice cover art, but it's no raised lettering or holographic or any of that stuff. But I would like to get the original release of the 2-disc Ultimate Edition for T3, which looks exactly the same as this one, except obviously it has 2 discs listed on the back and probably says up top. But when we take a look inside of that, you'll see why I think they sort of cheaped out on the bare bones edition. Okay. Right. So I guess we'll go through this one by one. First off, I might as well tell you my order of how I like them. I like, obviously, T2 is by far the best and my favorite. One of my all-time favorite films. Possibly my favorite Arnold film. Not really sure on that. So I like them T2, and T3, then T4, then T1. And I'll tell you why as I go through them one by one. Now, I enjoy all of them greatly. But it really is sort of a question of how much I enjoy one over another. A lot of people hated T4. For reasons that I really thought were just sort of, people being bitchy about it. I mean, there weren't really legitimate reasons for why they were claiming this movie was bad. I really liked it. I like that it's taking place, we finally get to see the war all the years after this. Not every movie can be Arnold trying to protect John Connor from yet another evil Terminator. It's a formula that only works so many times. So, let's dive into these, shall we? So here is Terminator 1984, the original James Cameron sci-fi epic that started it all. And you got Arnold's face, and then you tilt it and you got the Terminator face. Shows up great on camera. You got the spine. Back, you got the Terminator eye. Hypnosis, some bubbles, photos. All that info. There you go. And then you take it out, and the slipcover looks really nice, but you take it out, and then you've got this sort of cheapo, one of those like eco-friendly boxes, which I'm all for eco-friendly, but the boxes are really lightweight and not very sturdy. So there you just got the original movie poster, traditional, with new lettering. The thing I love about Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, it always says, well, not in this case, but a lot of times on his movies, it'll have in giant lettering, it'll say Schwarzenegger, and then in small lettering, it'll say the title of the movie. There's the original poster. You got the spine again, and then the back's the same as the back of the slipcover. And then we open up, and you got nothing. You got the recycle symbol, no booklet, just the one disc, and absolutely no features to speak of. So there's T1. And T1, as I said, I've gone back and contemplated multiple times on the order I like them. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that T2's my favorite, but as for the positions the other three hold, I always am constantly changing it, but I'm pretty sure on it the way I've said it. And the reason I don't, that I like T1 the least, and note I still fully acknowledge how good a movie it is, a great thriller and everything, and really good for its time, but, well, most importantly, it's very, compared to the other films, it's not by any means an action movie. It's very sort of comfortably quiet. It's got terrific action sequences, don't get me wrong. And I know it might have sounded stupid for me not to call it an action movie, but it has a comfortable, quiet tone to it. The whole movie's very, it's not very fast-paced, is maybe what I mean to say. It edges along throughout the film. You've got on one hand, you're following Kyle Reese, who's been sent back in time to protect Sarah Connor, and he has to find her and make her believe his story about he's from the future and everything. And then on the other hand, you're following Arnold, who is of course the Terminator, who's been sent back to kill her. But obviously the machines, Skynet, did not have a picture of Sarah Connor, they just had her name. So, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie. What Arnold has to do for about half of the movie, maybe less than half, but for a while it seems, when he goes back in time, he's looking up in the phone book, he's looking up everyone named Sarah Connor. And basically, he's one by one, he's killing every single Sarah Connor. And it takes a while before the pace picks up and Arnold actually finds the right one. But of course, she's being defended by Kyle, and that's something the Terminator didn't count on. And Kyle is, of course, a human. And you've got that whole plot kicks in. There's chase sequences, there's gunfights. But, oh, hello, dog. How are you? Why are you just like... If you could see the, what my dog's doing right now, he's so weird. Okay, anyway, and that element of the story kicks in. And then it gets faster paced and everything, but then we slow down for a while at one point from the action, and it starts focusing on this love story where Kyle has fallen in love with Sarah just from a single picture and stories that John told him in the future. And of course they have the sex scene, and then they're building pipe bombs to fight the Terminator with, and the Terminator, and there he goes a couple shots of the Terminator repairing himself, and the effects really do not hold up today, let me tell you. The scenes with the rubber Arnold head in this movie. I mean, if you lose yourself in the movie, it's easy to look past them, but they compare nothing to the effects in T2. They're nothing. Okay, get out of here. So, as I was saying, I still enjoy it. I just think it's definitely the most dull. It's much more of a slower-paced thriller with a handful of great action sequences than a full adrenaline-packed action sci-fi flick in the true sense. So now we come to T2, my personal favorite by far, as I have said. And this has the lenticular cover. It says T2. You can feel all the gears popping off of him. There's the spine, and of course this is named the Extreme Edition, Extreme DVD. And let me point out something that's kind of odd to me on here. It says, now this movie was of course 91, and this DVD came out in 2003. Well before the Blu-ray and high HD DVD technology had come into effect. Well before even HD TVs with like HBO and high definition and channels and whatnot had come into popularity. And on the back here, this says, for the presentation of the movie, it's digitally mastered from a brand new 1080p, 24 high definition digital transfer with superior audio and video quality. And that doesn't make any sense to me. This is a normal DVD. This is not high definition. This isn't 1080p. It upgrades really well if you put it in an HD player, but the high definition technology didn't even exist, to my knowledge, at that time. So that's sort of odd. Maybe one of my fellow DVD collection guys could answer that for me. Zarin Isaac is the know-all guy I go to. And of course, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing videos like this. And then you take it out, and you've got, again, sort of a traditional poster, just like on T1. Got the big Extreme DVD strip going along the side. And then the same back, just different coloration. You open up, no booklet, but you got your 2 discs. And of course, this is packed to the full capacity with extras. Some really great interactive menus and featurettes included with this edition.